Welcome back, my fairies. I am Matsurific, and I am joined once again by my good friend Dem.
Hello.
And we are back with more Pokemon Legends Arceus Shiny Locke. So, last time we started the Shiny Locke, and now we've got to go over here, and I actually just realized that I forgot to mention one of the rules, but let's get through this cutscene first. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. But aren't you like the only restaurant in town? How does anyone else eat that's not part of the Galaxy Team but is still part of the village? Who in the world are you?
Question.
And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Yeah, that would be the professor. Is it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up for after some Pokemon drugged me with a move called Thunder Shock, I'd have corralled him for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ah! Well, hello there, Professor. But everything will be quite alright now. Matsuyo here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think it's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. God! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokémon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be about 15 or so? Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure that you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome to stream. Yes, we're starting the Legends Arceus playthrough. Since it's tied with the other one, I figured we'll do a bonus stream because I got out of work early today. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, as I might appreciate my meals without distraction. I do kind of like her, though. She's just so nonsense. No non-nonsense. She is no nonsense. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter what. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. He's like, but I just kicked that girl out. Wonderful stuff, Benny, much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. So, our starter is technically going to be the first shiny that we find, but of the Pokemon that we're going to pick of Professor Laventon, we're going to pick Rowlet just because that's the only one that I don't have an extra of from the Living Dex, so that way we can get its Dex entries in, though it's not going to be super high priority. Where'd you find the stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know of that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Mm-hmm. He's like, was that a joke? Uh-huh. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomenon. I concern myself with only facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Sure, they're all over the place. In the grass, in the forests, in the ocean, in the sky. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It is all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Matsuyo will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. Potato mochi sounds a little gross. I mean, it could be popular in Japan, though. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Matsuyo. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. Except for in situations where they believe that the team member is going to cause them harm, even if there's no proof whatsoever that she will. That was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Matsuyo join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Matsuyo's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Matsuyo, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Right over there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. So no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Captain Silene's like Hisui, in a way. They're both pretty harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. And at least Ray started warming up to us. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. I mean, I thought it was a dream, but now here I am, 500 years in the past. Or was it 300? I might be thinking 500 because it's Steven Universe. Oh yes, also, I almost forgot to mention, because I mentioned it earlier, but I almost forgot to explain the other rules that we have for this challenge. So, just come back out real quick. Oh, I guess I can't. So, 2 of the rules are, even though I'm going to be transferring in Pokemon from previous save files, I am not allowed to use them to complete the main story. I am only allowed to use them to increase their dex levels to 10, and then that is it. And then, as far as the quests go, any quest in town that involves leaving a Pokemon with a person, and then therefore that Pokemon will appear in the overworld anytime we wander through town, that has to be a shiny Pokemon. I thought it'd be really fun if we did that so that all of the Pokemon in town are shinies. Now, obviously, there are some Pokemon that, the quest is like Bidoof, where you have to find the Bidoof and then they stay at the gate. There's not really much we could do about those. But we could also just not complete those quests. Just not accept those quests at all, and then leave the Bidoof, just not have Bidoof standing at the front of the gate. Same for the Mr. Mime, and I don't think anyone will complain that there's not a Mr. Mime standing by the gate.
I will, just for the sake of it.
But for quests like that one guy who stands outside of the Galaxy Team Hall, we can only give him a shiny Whirlpool. And for the lady that we give her a Geodude, we can only give her a shiny Geodude. Now for those, I will say that if I have an extra shiny that's not in my living dex, then we could probably satisfy that with those, but I might do a poll to see, if we should shiny hunt those or just use like extras that we might already have. Although I don't think we have any extra shiny Geodudes. If we did, they would be getting evolved. But regardless, that's how we're going to be doing things. I just wanted to lay down those extra rules right there. Checking survey tips. Yeah, we already know all that stuff. Yep, we just want to go and continue, please. Just let us sleep, please. Thank you. And we can't change our appearance yet, unfortunately. Which I would love to do. I wish you could also change the picture that appears when you go and save the game. Because it's like, oh, if you change your clothes and hair, that should be reflected on there. Like how it is in other Pokemon games where you can change your appearance.
But this was mostly a thing in Sword and Shield, I think.
Also, it looks like Detective Pikachu just had a bolt of brilliance. The next day. Hey in there, are you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Blame Pikachu. Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Alright. Head on out. Go talk to Ray. Did you sleep alright? I know that's not easy in a strange new land. We'd better not keep Captain Silene waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Okie smoky. But I will say this though, quests like with this lady, where she wants to see a Starly but will not keep it, those won't matter. Those we could just show off our living decks. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter in here. And there's Ray. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up! Keep those eyes open! Oh, right, it's not... It's like... Don't give up! Keep those eyes open! The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. You, do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die. You could well die out there. Well, you might even die sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. The professor's got me. Captain Silene, ma'am, I brought Matsuyo. You may enter. Alright, and so let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. 3 species right away? But none of us have ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you will be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of the Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. And it covers up our logo. Oh, it covers up the decal on my shirt. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Dude, stop dissing my clothing choices. Ray, I will expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galaxy Team's entry trial. Pardon, Matsuyo. Come with me a moment. And here we go. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Matsuyo absolutely must pass this trial. And as the Professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Right!
Cyndaquil! Asha! Asha!
Go on, Matsuyo. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? We are going to take Rowlet. Cool. Do you want Rowlet as your first partner? Yes. Rowlet! Rowlet! Aw, it's cute. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. You've tucked Rowlet back inside his Pokeball. Or I've tucked Rowlet's back inside his Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. Which means that cute little Oshawott will always be in the lab for us to admire. A word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty, and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Excuse me.
Cinda!
You're excused.
Asha!
Look at these two cheer on their pal Rowlet. Or maybe they just wanted to help Matsuyo with her trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Matsuyo fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now.
Cyndaquil! Asha, what?
By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's amazing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. Why, thank you, Professor. You obtained 20 Pokeballs. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as... they work a treat, as you already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I love how he specifies that they're handcrafted, as if they're already to the point where they can manufacture them. But this is... But it's also kind of implied that they can't manufacture them, that they only have the handcrafted ones. So... Why does he have to make that specification?
I don't know.
You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. I mean, I have to say, though, I really do hope that we can find a shiny Wurmple for this guy. Because, like, I do already have shiny Wurmple, but I also don't have... I'm also missing shiny Beautifly and Shiny Dustox. But I'll hold off on that until I have a chance to get some decent poll results on that. Oh, what a
Makes
curious
sense.
getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. What do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Oh, we probably should have ended this part before Volo. Oh well. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to a battle. Now we want to use Leafage, because that is what we need for Rowlet's Dex entry. Actually, let me just double... Well, no, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's all we can... Oh, we can only use Gust anyway, so it's a moot point. It's a moot point anyways. So we're just gonna Gust it. And Gust. Alright, there we go. And yeah, we use Leafage, Roost, and Aerial Ace for Rowlet. But Leafage will get us the most points. Because Leafage will actually get us 2 points each.
Oh, that's nice.
Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Alright, new move. Awesome. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, you'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. And it'll help us with catching Pokemon, too. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. I almost read that as brothers. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. Obtained 5 potions. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy Team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Okay, hopefully we actually get a chance to say, no, let's not go yet. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, on to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let rest the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way, someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this. Okay, we good. We good. Alright. So, go ahead and end this part here. And we can go catch us some Pokemon. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos from me. We do all sorts of fun stuff on this channel, including playing video games, we do art, and also sometimes talk about cartoons and anime. So if you enjoy this stuff, then be sure to ring that bell icon and never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a very magical day.